My name is Opal Holcomb.
Louder.
My name is Opal Holcomb. I am the wife of Dr. John Holcomb. He died in 1988. August the 8th, 1988. Now, I'm here. We had 6 boys, all boys. We had them. They grew up in class. And I went to the 1971 convention. In 1971, at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in California. And there I met Dr. Henry C. Henry. And went in class. And I've been in class ever since. I can't go nowhere else. But to be here for my father, that he taught me the things, and he's been shown to me, and helped me, pray to me that I'll be shown to him. I'm asked to let me know him as he really is and actually exists. And as we live in this world, we're gonna know him, and we will know him as he really is and actually exists. Because as we talk about this gospel, it will show you who you are. You are off being of your Father. And Dr. Yahweh Elohim, even now I can be laying in my bed in this place, and I wonder, why am I here? It'll help me to see things of him. And they talk about ghosts. People been dying like flies in here. I've never seen one yet. And they said they had to open the windows to let the spirits out. But I've learned that the spirit never dies. And I noticed my grandmother, when you were talking, I was born of 10 children. And my grandmother used to say, look at the baby. And she said she looked like she'd been here before. So I wonder if when he's making these babies, and it was something else, but Adam and Eve in the garden, he helped me to see Adam and Eve and where the babies came from. And the 2 first babies that Eve had, that's Jacob, oh, somebody over there. Cain and Abel. And the father asked Cain, where were your brothers? He said, your brother blood cries for me from the sand. And he denied that, you know. He said, am I my brother's keeper? But you see that stuff going on in the world nowadays. Can't people see we down at the end of an age? The things that's happening, they are different. They might be the same thing, but it's different. And it help us to know him as he really is and actually exists. And how the weather has changed. I mean, all down south. It's different. It's hot down there, cold down there. And they have to have good houses, not like the one when I was brought up. And I pray that you bring these things. Because I was listening to my television the other morning. Sometimes I can't sleep because things be on my mind. And you have to show me. I turn the TV on. And he was talking about fulfillment, the fulfilling. So you have to be fulfilled. That when Jesus Christ came in, we didn't know Jesus Christ. And that would really shook me too, when they learned about Jesus Christ. They didn't know who he was. And that's the way it is nowadays. You be talking about this gospel, and they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. But the truth will be revealed. And you, the one that have to reveal it. And he came to me in a dream, and he showed me that a dream is a vision. A dream is a vision. See, when you sleep and have a dream, you look like you're looking with these eyes, but it's not these eyes. They're not these eyes when you see a vision. And it's true. And I thank you, Father, for holding me up all these years. The things I've been through, you helped me to see it. Help me to see it through. And I pray and hope you help me to stay that way.
Dr. Opal, how did Chicago class get started?
My class, I started in 1971. My baby sister in Birmingham, Alabama, she was under Dr. Jones. And so I saw Dr. Jones. And Dr. Jones came to me at my sister's house. And I had to dream about that too. I was outside at the house where I was, and I always worried about doing something wrong. And I asked me not to. That's when I really bought me a Bible, so I could read and see it for myself. And they were talking about this woman. I was concerned about committing adultery. And he came to me, but he came to me in my uncle's, one of my mama's brothers, and he had on overalls, and one was fast and one was loose. And he was showing me about what he wrote in the sand. And I read it. I could read it the first time. I went back to read it again, but the wind came along and blowed it out. But I always tried to live my life in a way that I wouldn't hurt nobody.
So you heard about the class in Alabama first, or?
I heard about it in Alabama first. I heard it through my sister. I saw Dr. Jones down there in Alabama. And Dr. Jones always said, hey, you are my child. But I knew I wasn't, you know. But I took him at his word. But I came to Chicago. And I was here for a long time before I started class. And I went to, I think I met this, I came to the class after I met John Holcomb. And we got married. And I had all these boys, even in here, one morning, I fell out. I didn't fall out of bed. Sometimes when you get this age, you get tired sometimes, and I fell, and they came running to me. And she was asking me about my life, and she was looking at me. And she didn't know that I'm 91 years old. I said, I'm 90 years old. I've been married twice, and I got 6 boys. She said, did you have all these boys? How many men do you have? I said, you're trying to find some now. I said, they're all by one man. Oh, they're all by one man, or you feel? Yes, I had 6 boys. And they brought them up in class. And today, I asked one, would he come? He said he was coming, but they haven't got here yet. But I can never forget this gospel. I would always, but even as I was growing up, we came up, you look at it as a hard way, how my dad and mom was strict to us, you know. There were 7 girls, he'd always tell Mama, you better watch these girls. She said, Sam, you don't worry about that, I got eyes on these girls. So, that's about it, y'all. And I love because you come and say, I'm glad to see you and you. And I told you, you look like my son, baby son. Do you remember Tim?
Nope. All the boys.
Oh, yeah.
Curse it off.
Yeah.
Anything you want to remember, anything specific you remember about class, Like how you got the 8619 South Ashland? Was it always there? Or
Dr. Dr. What is his name? Macklin.
Macklin, yeah.
We in his basement.
Mm-hmm.
And we moved from that basement over on Ashland.
Wow.
You know. And we've been there for a long. It's still there.
It's yeah. The class was there for quite a while.
Yeah. So.
Do you remember when Dr. Kinley visited Chicago?
Yes,
what
I do.
year?
Yes, I do.
Anything you want to relate with that?
Yeah. I was standing around and I was looking. I was kind of scared too. You know, you wasn't scared that in class that long. You were scared, and Dr. Kinley said, this boy would come there looking. He had on tux and a hat. And Dr. Kinley told him, said, boy, don't make me mad. So, and I said, and I'm scared too, you know. Didn't know. So I said, well, boy, don't make that man mad. You don't never know what he might do to you. So, but why did he have to dress like that? Coming to the front of Dr. Kinley. And I remember we had a big class that one night, and the whole class came, and they were looking, and Dr. Kinley walking up and down that floor. What you came to see? You saying? He said, did you see some shaking in the weeds? You know. But I love class. I will never forget it. And that's about all I got to say. And then like Lenny, Dr. Kinley's wife, I love Lenny. Lenny one called me to drink coffee. Because I never did drink coffee. Because my daddy said, if you drink coffee, it'll make you black. So.
Lenny, that was Dr. Macklin's wife?
Yeah.
Miss Lenny.
Yeah, she was a lady. She was a lady. She was a lady.
Yeah, I was talking earlier, and I'd like to get this on record. The Daniel chart, how that name came about. Can you tell us how that name came about for that big chart, the Daniel chart, and who drew it?
That was my sister.
Yeah, that was Jean
and Tony Bryan.
And Tony Bryan.
Yeah. They made that chart. So Jean said a lot of things happened to her while making that chart. You know. Because she said,
I'll just continue. Go ahead.
if I can remember, she would talk about something that happened while they made that chart. How that chart, putting that chart together. Some, showing her things. And I can't remember what she used to say now.
I recall.
You remember?
Yeah. Because I was watching Tony, and they said those animals, the different kingdoms, they had experiences and dreams about those different kingdoms, but they were studying that all at the same time. And Tony was just like, but Tony was a young man.
Yeah.
And he said, man, I had this dream and it just got me blown away. And Jean said, so they had experiences about the different kingdoms when they were doing that chart. And that's where the name came from. But they always referred it to as the Daniel chart.
Yeah. That's my nephew, Tony Bryan.
Whose son is Tony? Whose son was Tony?
Whose child?
Whose son was he?
Whose son?
That was my brother, my oldest brother.
Your brother?
Yeah. And he got sisters, He had come over here to see me a lot more than my sons do. Because when he was a little baby, me and Jim, we didn't have no children.
Okay, Tony.
But we take care of Tony all the time. And Nate and Nell, they were working. But a lot of things that happened in between. But a lot of things happened since being in this class. Hey, boy. That's my son, Anthony. He's my third boy. Third one.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
How you doing, boy?
I'm okay, Ma. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Hate to interrupt your interview.
No, you ain't interrupting nothing.
You're part of it.
Pull up a chair
You go ahead and continue, Ma. Love you, man. No, sit down, Bill. Sit down. Man, have a seat. I'm good.
Sit there, right with
You remember me?
You know?
What's up? How you feel, man?
I see what you mean, Opal. I see what you
But
mean
you-
when you
you
said
thought-
you thought I was. She
Yeah,
thought I was doing what I walked in the door.
I thought he was Tim.
Yeah, you look like one of our brothers.
We all connected.
Yes.
Yeah, we were just reminiscing over some of the history of Chicago South Side class. Anything you'd like to add to that, of your memories or anything? Or?
Yeah, I got a few memories. I think we had a really good livelihood growing up in the class. You know, it taught me a lot. You know, taught me how to, be a man. Taught me the true meanings of the Creator. You know, so I feel blessed. I feel blessed. I learned a lot. So it I think it made life a lot more understanding for me. So, and to still have my mom here with me, to help me along the way, it really means a lot to me.
How old are you now?
I'll be 60 in June. June 21st.
Same as that.
Yeah, I think I do remember we had the same birthday.
My wife, Stephanie.
I remember Steph, yes. Wow. Yeah. How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Grateful to be here.
Just,
Remember him?
a lot of us,
I do remember him.
yeah, a lot of old memories up in this room here. Quite a few memories.
I'm really shocked to see Randolph today. I was just thinking about you recently.
Really?
So yes, I was like, wow.
Yeah, I have a restaurant right around the corner now. 5 minutes from here, so some of that down south food for you, girl.
On 87th?
79.
Oh, it used to be on 79th. You're right. I remember. It's still at the same place.
33 years.
Wow.
You remember when he would go home with us all the time? We sitting out there talking with John down on the back porch. You sitting there and have me cooking in there.
Yes,
yes.
Remember a minute of them days.
Yeah. I've enjoyed a couple of those dinners.
You remember that? And then when Dr. Harris was here, we sat in the living room while you was fixing them
Yeah, that's when
bitters.
Go ahead and say something, Randolph.
Yeah, I remember
Dr.
them
Harris
bills when
came
Dr.
in.
Harris came into town and opened the girls when they was fixing all them bills for us, and Dr. Harris was just talking to us leisurely in your guys' living room with John and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and that was like in 78, 79. I'm not sure the years, just gone
Yeah.
by so fast.
Yeah, that brings up a memory. But Dr. Harris was here. He came to see us, and he said that he would stay 3 days with us. And John says, I don't think so. I said, man, didn't you hear what he said? He said he would be here 3 days. But see, there was a lady, what was her name, down there in 35th. She wanted Dr. Harris to stay down there. So that's one of the high thinking people. They thought he should be down there. But he was down with us, And Dr. Harris said, I got to come back to the kitchen just to see what you doing. I said, Dr. Harris, he said, I'm getting it ready to roll. He said, you sure is. He said, and you got 6 boys in this house? I said, yes, I have. He said, it don't look like them 6 boys. You got 6 boys in here. I said, well, Dr. Harris, I got them under control. I said, daddy, you. You have them be in control, under control. And Dr. Harris said, oh boy, I don't see how you do it.
We had a father by the name of John Holcomb who ruled with an iron fist. And he roared with thunder, so
He was our father too, growing up in class.
Okay, we got an old picture here. Now, for those watching on the video, we have the son and the mother here. Now we're going to show a picture. First we're showing it to them,
Wow.
and now we're going to show it to you guys.
I remember that.
You remember that picture, Dan?
Yeah, we took in class.
Yeah, that. Oops.
Kind of straighten it up.
Yeah,
There you go.
it was straight. Yeah, and I was showing you there. Yeah, there's son and mother right there in the back with the light blue shirt on.
Wow.
And his mother in the front, right there.
And his father.
And his father.
And the father.
And the father. That's John Holcomb.
Dean.
That's the old. It's John in the blue suit. It's Anthony in the back, and the mother in the front. So right there.
Right on. Right on.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's a good.
All right.
You get a chance to send me that one, man.
I'll send it to you
Mike.
now.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Okay. Anything else y'all like to say? Any memories you want to, verbalize? Any exhortations, for those who believe in the gospel of Joshua Messiah?
When we used to go to the convention, we always take from Anthony on down. We always left Curtis and Terry at home. And they still look at that now. How come y'all didn't take us to the
Right.
Nah.
She left the big boys at home.
Yeah.
Because you used to hang around all the time.
Yeah.
Because you was the shorty.
Yeah, Shorty and
Yeah.
my pops was my best friend. I wanted to do what he do and go with him. So, like I say, he taught me a lot. He taught me how to be a real man.
Yes.
So that's what I really do miss him. So,
What year was it that John took over from Dr. Macklin after when he left?
Then that's going way on back.
1974.
It was October.
that would have to be her. Remember that?
October of 1974?
Yeah. Rip left to go to D.C.
Okay.
74.
And John Hope took over.
I was like, what, 8, 9 years old? So,
John said when Rip left them, him and Miller was standing there, so they felt like two kids.
man, what do we do now?
What did we do, right?
You felt like two kids, and the father going off leaving them in charge. But see, I was the oldest at home. Left me in Detroit. I was in charge of my sisters and my brothers. If they didn't do what they were supposed to do, the other one got
That was
to.
at the 79 convention.
Okay. We got another picture here we want to show.
Oh yeah, I got that one. The Calvin sent me that.
At the 1979 convention
Wow.
in Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yeah, I remember that. I had just moved to Chicago.
Right, sure did.
And John left me in charge while y'all went to Kansas City.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Got it?
Oh, hold on. I was just trying to get a little closer out further.
Drove that big
Yeah, that's the family there.
big old
That's
I
the
think that's when we
family.
was in the winter.
when that big old Winnebago, we went down
And you
there.
turned the corner kind of sharp.
You remember that?
Randolph, slow down. There's something else I remember that. Wow. Yeah, we was in the big one,
It
baby.
shows that the brain has remembrance on everything. It
Yeah.
records everything.
Yes, indeed.
Wow. Man.
I remember John said, this thing sure burn a lot of gas.
Well, a lot
Oh,
of things came to
now this
me
is in
while we
front
were
of the
staying in that hotel. I kept hearing the
This is in
airplane
front of
going
the
over that
board?
hotel. I
Most
said,
of
John,
them.
With the boys.
I feel like I've been here before. But as a young girl, we lived in East St. Louis for about 6 or 7 years till we moved back to
That
Alabama.
was in front of the building, glass building.
But then I told y'all that when that
Ah. Oh, wow.
Let Opal
Yeah,
see
I
that.
get that one too.
oh yeah,
This is Opal's boys
And with
and Regina.
Regina.
And her niece Regina.
Regina in that picture too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Regina and Tim the same age. They got big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big baby. Big Regina.
They used to call her Deputy Doug.
Oh, wow. Man. Memories.
You know, believe it or not,
That's why.
y'all would come to me, I would bring back
That's
all
what I
the
remember.
memories unto you.
Yeah.
Whatsoever I have said unto you. That he the one come to me and told me that. Now, that he will bring back all your memories. Whatsoever I have said unto you. I said it was Dr. Kennedy, but it was Yahweh. It said that to me. He's still working with me. Yes, he is.
That's a good thing.
And they talked to me that since I've been in here.
That was
Told me.
Since you've been up in here.
class building.
Okay.
Anthony, that's that picture I remember of you
Yeah.
with the fro.
Any comments?
It's all gone now.
Any closing comments? Anything you want to give? Any exhortation you want to give to the brethren out there, people? Because a lot of people are going to see this and they're going to hear your testimony. So, what is it that you would love to say to the brethren of Yahshua the Messiah? Either one of you.
Well, I don't have much to say. I'm just I'm a regular guy who goes about life hopefully the right way. Just want everyone to, like my father used to always tell me, if anything in life, just get understanding. You know, have an open mind. You know, don't just be closed up and go about nilly-willy. You know, so my thing is just everyone treat everyone with the with passion and try to live life decently. And we all know, because we've been there, that true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. There is no other. That's all I got to say. Just continue doing the right thing in life. Mom?
Yeah.
Question for Anthony.
Sure.
You met him
If I can send it to you, you can always do that.
your impression.
I did not meet
Dr. Kennedy.
Dr. Kennedy. I think he was ill by the time we got to class and everything, or he was, you know, even if I did, I probably couldn't remember. But I did meet Dr. Harris on several occasions.
Yeah, okay. All right, we're going to get one more picture in here before Opal gives you a
Remember
little
that?
closing
That
statement,
your house?
just to show that.
Harris.
Oh, yeah. I remember Dr. Harris,
Yes.
some of the people from
LA.
Minnesota.
You got to hold that up.
And they wanted, I had turnip greens and I had the bottom and on top of the bottom. And they thought that was some potatoes.
Potatoes.
Dr. Harris said, no, boy, that's some bitter, that's some bitter herb.
Dr. Harris loved to come because you girls, when you ladies fixed those meals, he knew he was going to eat good.
That's right. So go ahead, Opal, if you want to give your,
Yeah, that's what
your
Dr. Harris
exhortation.
told them, boys. And one of the girls said, Opal, I want that peach cobbler recipe. I said, that recipe is in heaven.
Yeah.
And the boys said, what did you say? I said, that peach cobbler recipe is in heaven. And they bust out laughing. I said, even if I showed you how to fix it, you wouldn't do it right. So don't pitch for like that. I said, this comes from way back from what my mama showed me, my grandmama showed me, you know. So you can make it, but you may not make it right.
I got that recipe.
Okay. All right. Let's,
Oh, you got the recipe.
Yeah, baby, you told me
Yeah,
everything.
you make it.
all right. Why don't you go ahead and give a closing exhortation, if you would, Opal, you know, to the brethren out here, anything you want to say, you know, and exhortation or, you know, as far as encouragement.
Yeah, with all my boys, sometimes I lay at night and think about them and talking to them, you know, be talking to them, you know, that I really never told them about like how I came up as a girl, a young girl. But if I do, they can see me because I still live in that life. And even now, I'm still that young girl. And that young girl wouldn't go no place. She'll always be here. We never, in Yahweh's eyesight, we never get old. You forever live with your Creator, who made you. And you know what gets me? He made everybody on this earth. He made all. You can see we are made by a pattern too. You got two eyes, a nose, a mouth. Everybody on the earth got everything. That's the same way, and you can't miss it. Why would we want to mistreat one another? I don't understand that. I hope we can come to that understanding before this thing is over, because it's going to be over. Because you're talking about the fulfillment.
I know.
The fulfillment is still going on. Because you know, when Jesus Christ was walking around with his disciples back then, they didn't know who he was. They didn't know. That was a shock to me when I saw that revealed to me myself. They did not know who Jesus was. And there was a lady here the other day, and she said, my face appeared to her. And she wanted me to read the Bible, you know. And I told her, she was talking, and at first, you know, they don't think to look about the name, about the Messiah. But at the end, she said, the Messiah. And I looked at her, I said, you know something nobody else knows. But she knew
So at what point did you know that Jesus' real name was Joshua the Messiah?
when he resurrected. See, when they saw him, he came in talking to me and meeting him down the road and said, did you hear about things went on here? Did you know? But he was there. They were looking for him, you know. And when he come in walking, he didn't come in, he come through the wall.
All right.
But they shot him and didn't know about it. His disciples didn't know him. You know, Peter, he denied him. He said, Peter, when they crow 3 times, you gonna deny me. But you know, in the South, that rooster always crow at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's still going on. If you got some chickens around you, that rooster crows at 4 o'clock.
Wow.
And that's a proof there. That's a proof that you know that the Creator
Working forward to it?
yes, He is. And you should be glad that you know Him. And when we really know, this thing's a mystery. The mystery will be over.
Okay.
It is a mystery.
Okay, Dr. Opal, I truly thank you for this interview. You know, and
Well, you're welcome. You're very welcome.
and your
I'm
historical
glad to have my
knowledge.
son here with me.
It's good to see Anthony back here again.
Yeah.
Good to see that. Good to see you as well. May Yahweh preserve and keep you.
Thank you.
Did you shut it?
No, we're glad to see you too.
Yeah.
I
All right.
remember you when we were on Howell. I think John was there with me, you know. And John went up on that floor and you came behind him.
I just remember, I don't know why this stays with me, but my mom, we should sit down in the living room, and she was like, I want you to learn this so you come up and you can end class some days. And I don't know why, but I think I can still remember what she taught me. She was saying, now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy, to the only wise Elohim our Savior, through Yahshua Messiah our Sovereign, belong glory and majesty, dominion and power, both before all times, now and ever. That's all said.
That's all
Say
said.
hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Got it.
All these years later, it stayed in my head.
It's hardwired.
That's
It's
right.
hard. You're right, Randolph.
That's right.
Hardwired.